And we got bananas in chat from Taribo08, Sonny801, Firalol, Shizuku3158, Dragmar83, Ellis VDV, Juhan, Wild Max Plays, Derp22228701. Marching music, says Taribo. Sweeney Dunstan with the bananas, Juhan, and Mickey Gunn, and Crafted Jedi, all with bananas. Thank you everyone ever so much for the bananas in the chat, I appreciate it. Look at me, I've done some building in between streams, and I've added in all the intersections. Oh, excuse me. Oh, let's drink a little bit of water. Whew. Something in the back of my throat there. So I have been tweaking these intersections like crazy. Example of here, notice how it starts to slope down to the ground very gradually. These ones I pulled from the workshop and I had to move the roads apart from one another. So the same with this one here, like there has been a lot of customization of these roads. And this is another one where I had to kind of space the roads out a little bit to make them parallel. Yeah, so let's kind of evaluate what we're doing here. We're going to build up the entirety of this inside space here to just have stuff everywhere. It is going to be a chock-a-block metropolis type build. And we are left with an intersection to build. In fact, let's just talk it through. So there are two types of things here. There are like highway intersections where you choose what direction you want to go, and then there are these like breaker ones that bring you into the city. That's kind of important distinction to make there. We got noises in the ear. We got Birdie J373 resubscribing for 29 months. Thank you, Birdie J. I appreciate you resubscribing. Thank you so much for 29 months of support. That's truly incredible. Sweeney says X, you got me hooked on this game. I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's a good thing. We also got Team Cubic Gaming here with Cheers and Bits saying, it's been a while since I watched your stream. It's looking good so far. Awesome. Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoy your stay today. And I appreciate you coming by. Right, peeps. So, we do have a bit of a mess, you could say. I'm just not sure what to do in this area, but I think I'd like to challenge myself and actually build my own junction, right? So this was me just goofing around and putting things down. Now, one of the things we wanted to do this map was respect the terrain and not go too overboard with filling up spaces that aren't used. So I'm thinking that this intersection here might get rebuilt, so it goes across in this direction and connects up with that one. And then we have this one go over the top and then find a way to connect them all together. That to me seems like the most logical way to do things. Unfortunately, the way it's lined up here is just a little bit wonky really, but we'll make it work. So this is probably going to go up over those hills, down and around like that to that area. I think I'm going to abandon this other idea of having a road come this direction. So these are just markers, by the way. These are like me leaving markers. There was another one somewhere as well. Yeah, I think I want to redesign this junction and have it so that there's a junction that comes in here as well. Jade Kugas assume, what's the name of this song, mate? I love it. It's Frank Klapaki's Hell March from the game Red Alert in the Command & Conquer series. And it is an awesome, awesome song. And there is a second one that is a little bit more polished. It's a little bit more kind of Rammstein-y in a way. I like both of them. I feel like the one with more polish doesn't have this like nostalgic charm that the one we're listening to right now has. Yeah, okay, so I think we should start with rebuilding the intersection here. I think this road is going to go through these trees a little bit, just because we've unfortunately kind of lopsided our roads a little bit. So let's work on getting those two together and then we'll figure out the rest after. Yeah, so by the way, the game is paused, and it's been paused for a long time, and it will continue to be paused. So here at the beginning, we do have to do a little bit of intersection crawling, as I've decided to call it, just because it takes forever to get through the intersections. I've also added more as well. Some of them appear at the beginning, which is useful. So that's not the sort we want. I had to go through the workshop and look for ones that connected intersections to normal roads. These are all like ones for just intersect, you know, big highways, one to the other, right? That's got footpaths. That's kind of a crazy one. Cuplex, welcome to the stream. Cuplex says, good evening, internet. Cuplex? Are you upside down again? It's the morning. Goodness me. Is that the one we used over here? I might actually just use that one again, although the road is raised. That'll give us... Yeah, actually, that'll give me an opportunity to show you something cool that I've learned to do. So if we have this, like, here, which might look bad, we can modify it. See, the thing is, I want this road to go to there. Which means I don't want to destroy that fence. We actually kind of need it to be more like there. And then that ends up destroying a fence. Maybe I can rebuild it. Yeah, I really don't want to go into that wooded area too much. I think we're going to go with that. Yes, that'll be the way we do it. To make it a little bit unique from the one we got over to the side there, I shall be destroying some of these paths as well. This game is cool, says Zrika Gaming. That is a crazy name. I can't quite pronounce it properly, right? Probably right. Words that I say. So what we're gonna do? This is going to be especially difficult, I think. What would be the best way for me to do this? Probably to highlight everything. I'm just thinking this through. It was quite tedious last time I did it. It selects trees as well. We kind of only want roads, right? Probably don't want props, buildings. Is a fence a part of that? I'm not sure if we selected the fence. Yeah, that selects the fence. So, okay, we might have a bit of a problem selecting that up there. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select everything. Yep, and then we're going to go and move it up. Right, yeah, that's what I thought might happen. That is entirely what I thought might happen. And I think it'd actually probably be easier to bring it all the way up for our needs, which is going to be higher than that. About that kind of height. Okay, now all we're going to do is upgrade all the roads. This is why it's tricky, because there's lots of different road types. When we upgrade them, we need to use Anarchy and force the elevation. Upgrade. Yep, so that fixes that and that. Then we have what appear to be one-way lower roads. And then we have some highways as well. Man, I love this soundtrack. Just saying now. This is such a great idea to go through these old nostalgia game soundtracks. I've listened to these soundtracks probably more than I've played the game. And I played these games a lot when I was a kid. Love these songs. Okay. So now it's all above ground, right? Brilliant. Then we go back to the Move It tool. We need to create a new selection. We'll start off there. We select these big circles. And then we move these down and under. And this is a way to swap around the elevation of these roads. So now when I go down, you can see immediately what I've done. Immediately. It does, unfortunately, create a little bit of an issue there. But I think if we select these two, line the roads up so they're nice and straight. And then we'll do that on either side. Not bad, right? Not bad. I might even change this thing up a little bit as well. In fact, I can think of several ways to make this better again. Let's put most of this on a slope, I'm thinking. I think I've selected all the right nodes. So if I do that... Ah, yikes, I missed something. And do we have an undo? We do. What did I miss? I think I accidentally selected those incorrectly. And now I've ruined everything. Harobi says, my mind has been opened to a world of possibilities now. Ah, I see. Other ways to look into the game and see what's possible, what you can do. Okay, so we'll move those down a bit. Now here's where I wish I had a deselect tool. Like, maybe shift right click. No, okay, never mind. I need to move these down as well. This is some pretty good customization right here. So now when I move down, I'll go for about there. Then we're just going to select those ones. Move them down, not that much, just a little bit. That'll probably do for me actually. Alright, there's another thing we need to do here, which is upgrade our road type so that it sticks to the ground. And you can see it raises the ground up just a teeny tiny bit, but that's absolutely fine. Sweet, there we go. That's our intersection for this area. Now it needs to connect up with those roads there. I could do yet another modification here, and I think I will. I think I'll do another modification. Alright, so I've done this one a few times as well. I'll show you all the techniques I've been learning while I've not been streaming. Hey X, can you please explain what this game is all about, says Shadowbone. I mean, it should be really obvious. I do want to say it should be really obvious what this game is, unless you've just tuned in and the very first thing you're seeing is what I'm doing right now. But this is a city building game. And we are building a city. Okay, and now I'm going to tap that way. I should have really done the other one twice, actually. And then save myself having to click on all the things again. Okay, and now they're parallel like that. Which is how we want to build these new roads that we're about to build. Let's get rid of the Move It tool. And we want to probably steer this to the... How many bars are we going out there? 1, 2, 3. I don't really know if I'm going to do this properly or not. Oh, that looks absolutely perfect. Sweet. Okay. So then we swap the direction. And now we just got to make that connect to over here. That's a 2-lane and this is a 3-lane. I'm going to downgrade this road then. Ah, which means it also all needs to be shifted. Wish I'd have noticed that a moment ago. Ugh, that's a lot of selecting to do. Hey X, why don't you use a parallel road tool mod, says Bram. Bram? Why don't you tell me about that? Why don't you tweet it at me before I start streaming, Bram? Yeah? Why don't you do that? Messing with you. Appreciate the suggestion. Yeah, I actually have something for... No, it's not for creating parallel roads. It's for creating straight roads or very particular curves or something like that. This might actually kind of goof everything up a little bit, but I'm going to move them all in one. And then do that again. Also, important thing, I believe when you move it into the side, it is in relation to the angle of the screen, so I should have lined that up straight. But what I'm going to do is not adjust anything and tap that right. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Maybe I could... Oh, I could... Damn it, why didn't I think of this before? I could push it in again on both sides. By the way, we will get to building the city soon, and not a lot of what we're going to do today will involve this kind of tedious, constant placing of roads. I just want to get something started here in the beginning. Okay, yeah, that was a good idea to do that double. Okay, so back to the building roads. We shall now try and find our way to this. So probably a good idea to pick out a bunch of tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do that. And do the same thing here. 4 is that one, and connect there. Yep, pretty good. Pretty good in the hood, homie. Okay, now that actually brings our... Oh no, we got this to do, yeah. Our road network is almost fully intact again. X, can you stream Minecraft on a morning of any day, says Sugbug. Jig. I could stream it on a morning of any day, but it is unlikely that I would, unless it's the weekend. Okay, this road here is kind of funky. And bring them closer together is what I'm trying to do, actually, isn't it? That's getting them pretty close. I think when we draw this road out, it will figure out the rest. We don't have the grids. Why do I not see the grid? Grid should be visible, right? Well, that's what odd. It doesn't give me a grid. I'll line it up with the end of that actually. Which, wait, I've selected the wrong tool? That's why. Well, that makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure if this can get away with doing the same thing, really. Nah, it looks kind of rubbish. Let's try again. Go out by 4. Actually, I think we'll just go straight first of all. Go straight by 4. And this one needs to be parallel to it, so... It keeps wanting to snap to something awkward. I've selected the wrong thing. Right, let's do this tool. QNT says, hey, just tuned in. Have I missed anything? Yeah, we've been kind of laying out our plans a little bit and building our first intersection. I need the move it tool hit. Why is that bulldozing? M, move it. There we go. Come on. Got to select it first, that's right. Okay, that's good for me. I don't want to spend ages perfecting it. And then we want to get rid of the move it tool, come back here and just swap that road. So now when we connect this to there, everything should be restored. All traffic can move like it could before. We just have this dead end and we might go and connect it up here later on in this stream. I was going to do that first thing, but I feel like it's just taking me a little bit of time to get going. I'm sure some of you are quite keen on getting going here. So I think what we're going to do is remove that on this side. And we're probably going to struggle to have a properly parallel road now. Yeah, it's going to want to come out at an angle. Interesting, I have that enabled. There we go. Okay, and then a straight road with a straight slope. Well, there's no reason for it to be that big, really, is there? Shouldn't do that. What we'll do is force the elevation and then just upgrade it to that type. Alright, now in theory I should be able to resume the game right now, so fingers crossed, peeps. What is the new DLC called, says the Orange Devil? It's called Campus. Right, so we're losing 7,000 because of me deleting roads and it being unpaused momentarily. Let's start it off at the beginning of the day, and we'll probably observe some traffic have some issues, maybe not. I mean, that's the main road and the other one was here and we've just restored that. Nice to see this in action. I'm going to delete this bit on this side as well, actually, it looks kind of ugly. But we'll use this to create a ramp down into the city. Of this sort. Okay, I think that means then the next bit of road needs a different... Yeah, it needs to be normal. There you go. Okay, so now when we zoom out, you can see all these intersections and how they're going to connect parts of the cities. The question is, what part are we going to be building up first and where are we going to put things? We need a plan, peeps. We need to communicate and collaborate. I like the idea of making one zone heavily commercial, or possibly have a strip. By the way, it's quite likely these roads will have bridges over them between the areas. Then we're going to want something that's predominantly residential and then a working area. I also think we might make some industrial. That was something I wanted to investigate. Like, what is this tile here, D zone? So is there like a clean industrial zone that we can build? That is my question for all of you. My question is, we want to have like industry that's clean, basically. If I build offices, people will go and work in them and commute. but it won't be terribly interesting. And I don't want to pollute either. So my interest now is in possibly creating a specialised industry, I guess. Unique factories. Can I just plop one of these down for the fun of it? No, that looks like it's supposed to go in a particular area. Oh, look! That requires 3 different areas linked together. So I've just discovered something that I believe I've probably missed out on with this whole mod. Electronics factory. So if you get some of the other things together... Oh my goodness me. This is what it's really about, linking all your industries together then. Offices are clean industry. Okay, so let me rephrase then. Okay, right. So offices don't produce goods. Industries do produce goods. If we have industries in this area, they'll produce goods to the commercial in this area. So if we don't have industries and we have offices, we will create more traffic as goods have to be imported and exported. Like we'll have more of this over here. Okay. Bruh, the DLC, Industries DLC is about industries. Yes, but they pollute. The industries pollute. Although, this one over here doesn't, to be fair. Doesn't appear to. Let's actually check that. Pollution. Yeah, it does pollute a little bit. I mean, that's quite contained. That's quite contained, that pollution. If we go and compare it to these types here, they're not terribly bad. Maybe I should just build an industrial area, right? Problem is, they always just end up looking a bit grimy. Okay, I think we'll make this our industry area. We might even make use of the... Oh, we should totally have a bridge. Totally have a bridge and put something here. Okay, so for future reference, we will have a bridge. Because we're going to start building today. We won't do this today, but we will have a bridge that goes from here to there. Probably like a 2-way one, right? So that's just a reminder for us. Wow, that looks funky. They forgot the supports. These things are just suspending themselves. Brilliant. Yeah, we're going to have a bridge over to this area. Then we could totally have a port here. So, like we always do, we're going to put down markers on the land. And then later on, we're going to question what they mean. So, forget what P means. P means port. Okay. I for industry. This will be industry up here as well. So all the people will work and commute into the industry area. And it's separated by the road so we can keep the pollution. Remember, we're making a megatropolis type thing, right? So I think what we should do is have this as residential. Now that is going to be a way for goods to come in, so we need to make a link. Yeah, this train station is going to bring goods in from the outside. It needs a link to the commercial area, which we're going to make over here. And it will have tourism as well. So maybe actually we'll put commercial here, and then commercial and tourism. And then we'll have a residential zone here. And do you know what would be easier than what I'm doing right now? Would be to actually create districts. Let's do it that way. Then we can open up the district map, and we don't... Because I'm going to delete these roads, right, as we get going. This feels like a good plan. A very good plan. Okay, we'll leave the P for the port, as we probably won't get to that today. Okay, so let's create a district. Paint district, yeah. Big paintbrush. This is going to be all industry. Okay, let's call it industrial zone. There is a district policy that bans pollution. Can I put that on the industrial zone and reduce it? What is that? I'm sipping on a hot cup of tea. By the way, we had a donation in, Noise and Ear from I Love Cats, and I'm terribly offbeat because I seem to have ignored you cats, I'm sorry. Saying, your server just passed 10k members. Plug it. Also the music, but cats. I posted something on the music blog yesterday. I'm hoping I get the time to post something again today. Kat, thank you so much for the donation, man. I appreciate your support as always, and reminding me to support the community. Now, if I go press the Discord overlay, I believe it is broken. It's not. Okay, it works today. That is so weird. The other day we were using it and it didn't work. Peeps, we have a Discord server. I had my eye on it as well, Cats, okay? I was trying to look out for when we passed 10k, and when I last checked it was like 9,900 or something. So if you are interested in joining our Discord server and hanging out with like-minded peeps, it's on the screen for you. How easy is that? Isn't that just awesome? I feel like we should have like a mini industrial maybe down here. Nah, maybe we'll keep it residential. Right, so all of that is residential, and also a lot of this is as well. So commercial, tourist, and then I think we'll make all of this side residential. This is going to be a crazy city. Crazy city. So residential. Cuplex says bans pollution in area designed for pollution. Yeah, I know, right? Here's the thing, though. If you can do it, it might encourage types of industries that pollute less or something. Is what I figured. Now, our commercial is going to split down the middle here. So that's going to be its prime area. Oh, I have another idea as well. I have another idea, peeps. Man, this music is grooving. I think I want to make that just a little bit bigger, and then this will be our tourism area on this side. Okay, so we've got tourism in place. So big residential, commercial, tourism. I think it would be really cool to put in some pre-designed ideas, okay? And one of those I thought was really similar to this project that we never finished, but it was to have like a big park strip. I don't actually want to have a lot of parks. I want this to be like a real compact metropolis. So I thought that somewhere we should have like a strip of parks. And with this being the biggest area, it's going to have a massive train station there, which, by the way, I might even be able to build already. So that's tram, metro, train. Multi-platform. 12 platforms. Goodness me. Is some of this stuff unlocked later? Alright, you just got to build a train track. And what's that there? Elevated, okay. 12 platforms. Well, we're blatantly going to have something like this here, is the idea. Even if it's over the top and unnecessary. And I think it needs a road to be placed, so I can't just plop it down and close it. Or I could. Yeah, we'll be rebuilding all of that later. Sweet. By the way, I can hear peeps hitting the... I left the thing on the screen. Oh, such a derp. Wait, it won't remove. There, it removed. Kat says, did he do the plugs or wasn't paying attention? I was playing the piano. I did, and then I left it on the screen. I'm sorry, peeps. I'm such a derp. Oh, goodness me. Anyway, we're doing this for the looks, remember. It's about what it looks like. Or maybe we'd... I don't know. Yeah, that's there. That's the thing. Let's turn it off. Now, let's check. The income of the city is back up again. And this thing is just where pretty much all the goods are coming in and out of at the moment. I think what we might need is another one of these for the current demand. So we might see ourselves having several ports along the coast as well as that one over there. So look at that. It is backing up. And it is a constant stream of traffic. But it's good. Ah, we got trash issues in the city. Now, interesting because I changed this over here, didn't I? Let's check out what the garbage pickup is like. We're probably due a little bit of a... Oh yeah, we started looking at that. We've so got to get back into the industries bit of this at some point. I didn't realise that you could link all the industries together. There's also warehouses. Huh. You can store goods and products. I wonder if that works with this stuff down here, because a big warehouse here would just look so fitting. Oh, that's almost like a perfect little spot to put it as well. How much does that cost? 32,000? I might put it there for the looks. Like literally. It looks kind of silly, to be honest. I'm going to leave it there for now and turn it off. Yeah, it probably doesn't work with this at all. But it looks cool in that area. Right, distractions, so many of them. Trash and water are issues. Yeah, so we need to do a run through of everything. Okay, so we were going to take water out like this here, but we were waiting for all the dirty water to disappear. I believe that might be some dirty water shifting along the coast. And we know we're going to put industries around here, so that'll probably end up getting polluted. Maybe we can take from one of the sides. Ah, this place. Yeah, we should take our water from over here, I think. Okay, therefore, I think I'm going to target this area here and build a quay. Sonny says rip traffic. And Trevo says the cars have to go all the way around now. Oh wait, did me adding that building cause a problem? I don't think it did. All the way around what? Why is that? Oh, it's just showing underground stuff. By the way, like if this looks like it's bad, it's not. We're bringing in goods. We had a goods issue before. We don't produce enough goods because we don't have enough industries. Is essentially what's going on here. That's why there's so much traffic, because we have to import it. Okay, so I believe it is actually that, the quay. And there is like a quaint little garden back here. So that kind of works, I think. And then what if I bring it over into that space and... Yeah, I think that'll do for me. Okay, so then go back to the water tab and add these. What's the problem? Wait, no, it can go there, right? For some reason I thought that meant it couldn't. Oh, I've got anarchy on though. Always got to be careful of that. It'll still put them here, just not. So with anarchy, I can properly tile them side by side, which I actually really like. So I think I will do that. So we zoom right in. We can make them touch. And is it me or are they moving upwards? I feel like they're rising and falling on my screen. What is going on? I think my camera is in relation to waves at the moment. Oh, that is so strange. Please stop this. Now that looks cool, doesn't it? That looks seriously cool. Where's the nearest place to get power from? Probably over here. Which means I have to run some janky power lines through the countryside. I've kind of plopped these down so far, knowing that they're ugly and like planning on rebuilding them, but haven't actually rebuilt them. So we might have to come back and try and make them look nicer at some point, because I don't plan on developing much around this area. Right, now you should have power. Good. Now you need to be connected to the grid. X, do you have some tea? I came in late, says Mr. Platypus Prince. I do have some tea today. Okay, now let's bring the water straight over here. Okay, so our water issue should be fixed, and now we've got a big trash issue, which I still haven't been able to get to yet. Where's the trash again? Why am I... It's that one, isn't it? Yeah, they lumped it in with the industries thing. Probably doesn't help that most of our incineration all happens in one place. Also, do we have power issues at all? No. I did see some power symbol's somewhere over here, I thought. But apparently not. Okay, that'll stop the parks having power of all things. Are you happy now, trees, now that you got electricity? Goodness me. Cheaty trees. Be sure to drink it before it goes cold, says Mr. Palaverous Prince. Yep. Ah. Sonny, thanks for the tip. So if I press Control A, it toggles Anarchy, and apparently the chirper up here changes based on if I have Anarchy on or not. That's awesome. Hopefully I'll remember that, because that's a good tip. Okay, did a whole bunch of new trucks head out into the city to clear up trash? I hope they did. I think I might have to go a bit overkill for the time being here. See, I don't see the trucks coming out. Garbage trucks in use, 0 out of 27. Not operating. Why are you not operating? Now, No, you're not. What's up with that? 0 out of 27. Wait, did it just send one out? 1. It's having an issue. Is there something wrong with the roads here? I don't think so. We got an issue. They've all got 0. That's... what is going on here? So, I don't know. Could it be a road thing? Like... They come up there, turn down there. I don't see it being a road thing. Sonny says, I think I know the problem. Please do tell. Connect with a cheap dirt road elsewhere, says Roshko. Possibly could help. Sonny says your save is probably corrupted and there's no way to fix it. Now don't be saying that. It happened with other YouTubers. No. Don't be saying that. I know what we're going to do. Delete all of them, start again. Oh, by the way, that might cause some issues for my power grid here, yep. Does it happen with other services as well? Police, etc. Oh, yikes, power issues. Where are police stations? I know if I click on this, it's easier to find. 10 police cars in use. I think what we'll do is we'll put it somewhere else for now. We do have this over here. What about these ones? 11 out of 27. Let's see if we can put more over here. Hey, they're working over here. Alright, this will be taking over the responsibility then. That's going to flood the city with them from over there. Alright, I reckon it's something to do with this road, would be my guess. Let's pause the game. Let's just delete that there for now. And we'll come back to that another time. And then that to there. And the grid should all still be connected. But we might see our city have a bit of a decline at the moment, fortunately. Until the trucks arrive, right? Let's speed it up. Let's change the time of day. And hopefully we can watch these trucks do their thing. Power issues over the back here, possibly. Nope, they're resolved. We have plenty of power. Plenty of water. Sewage treatment's a little bit on the lower side. We might not be able to actually... put in the next one. That's it for that facility for now. Also, let's check our budget. Yeah, look at this. Power's probably over the top. Power's still good. So is water. Oakley dokily. Oakley dokily. The trash is slowly getting taken care of. Let's check out our traffic situation. 79. We've dropped by 4%, peeps. We've dropped by 4%, and we're back up to 81. It might just be the trash going around at the moment, causing a bit of an issue. Okay, I think it's time to start planning the new area. Juvan says, Derp, your game was paused. No, I paused the game because we had issues and couldn't figure out a way to fix it. So rather than let it run while we had issues, I paused it for a moment. And we got a noise in the ear from Dr. Prometheus, resubscribing for 12 months, saying, I got no life. What? That expression is silly. We're all alive. It's what we do at the time. Dr. Prometheus, thank you ever so much for 12 months. That's a goldie face in chat. I appreciate your support. I hope you are enjoying the stream today. Okay, it's time to build up the mega city, right? Now, if we look at our demands, it's actually the industrial area that will come first. But I want to do some road work, right? I want to kind of get this feeling like... And by the way, we're probably going to end up putting barriers on all of these, but I want to get this feeling like our city goes right up to the edge of these roads. Is it me, or is that incredibly... Yeah, we'll maybe do like aesthetics and cosmetics later on, adjusting little roads like that. Because right now, I would like for us to start building up this place. So... Let's look at what's going on here. We've got like a highway roundabout. Then I feel like what we need is roads like that, actually. And then build out roads like this from them. Cool. And then we've got something over here. Feel like that should come down to the grounds. Am I using the move it tool? I am. What we'll do is slope it down like that. Pick the same road type, which is that, and bring it down to here. Let's do forced elevation. No, wrong one. Also, let's change the time. Might be a bit much. I don't like that. Let's change it to this type. Got the wrong tool still. Okay, so those should be snapped to the ground, and now we're good. How does your city look at night, says Sonny? You know, we never really look at it at night because the night time is annoying. Hey, it looks like we took care of our trash problem. Oh, it looks like we need more. Hey, we reached a new population. Cargo hub? That's what I need. A floating cafe, not so sure about that. Ocean thermal energy conversion plant, that sounds awesome. Oh, that came with some unique buildings as well, but I didn't click on the tab. If I click... Is it here? Ah, I can go back to it. We've got the winter market. Ooh. Yeah, these monuments and stuff we're going to be building in this big area. But we've got a long ways to go because we've got to make so many roads and stuff first, right? He has all of the DLC, says Jess PK. Yes, we got all of the DLCs here. All of the content. Now, because this is the industrial area, maybe we should make it like a theme of the area to use the bigger road types. That wasn't actually what I wanted to do, but I think we would get away for it for this area. So I really want to make it feel like everything's kind of like squeezed up against the edge of this road here, for example. So let's go and do a curve. Like, that to me is pretty good. Now there's also a bit of space here that's not going to get used. Okay, this will work, I think. Remember, we're going for something like chock-a-block. I also don't like how close this intersection is here, so we're going to undo this road and make it a little bit longer. I've got my straight slopes on, so we can get away with that. That kind of works. Let's just move it and put that up a teeny tiny bit. Okay, then I need it to be normal and go all the way there. Except that's not normal. I thought I clicked on it. The grammar is more truncated, says GMR. The grammar? Which grammar? Truncated. I don't think I've ever heard that word before. Truncated. Okay, so this will then come that way. And you can probably tell what we're going to do next. Very nearly lines up perfectly, that does. Like that. Kind of makes sense to me. Links it up to that area. Let's go grab our big roads. And they're going to hug all of that to somewhere around here. Again, peeps, we're trying to really fill up this grid. Because we're going to have a ton of industry in this area. Where in Germany do you live, says Conrad Drundfunk. Where in Germany do I live, peeps? You know, I want to know where in Germany it is that I live, actually. I want to know exactly the exact location inside of Germany that I live. Rashinka 1984 is here, resubscribed for 24 months in a row. It is a diamond face. So it's been 2 years. Missed a lot of streams in the last year due to work/time zones, but thank for the great content. Rashinka, thank you so much for your 2 years of support and sticking around even if you've been unable to watch all the streams. I appreciate you supporting me and thank you so much for the lovely message. GMR says, be that as it may, outside of Germany you really only learn Hochdeutsch if spelled that right. Okay. Okay. X, you're reading that all with no content. Lol, says Camo Jet. I think you mean context. Oh, was it actually like a message to someone else then? Sonny says not you, X. That would make sense then, wouldn't it? Okay, right. This is like our big belt road, okay? And it's hooked up to our 2 connections, which is exactly what we want it to do. And I think in the future we'll probably need another intersection somewhere over here, because we're going to generate a lot of traffic from this area. Okay, now clearly that goes a little bit too fast. Let's make this like a half block. I would just like to snap to that a little bit there, but you won't let me. Meanie. What a meanie. Still won't let me, goodness me. What if we bring this down here? Yeah, now you'll snap. So it's a bit of a box, but that's quite alright. I think that this is probably best left as is, and then create another junction a little bit further away. So the junctions are far apart from one another. And we'll do something a little bit different now, okay? We're gonna add in some curve roads. How's everyone enjoying the music today, peeps? Let me know with some words what you think of the music we've got on today. No, that doesn't actually... I don't think the curves work there. I think we have to take the other approach, which is to do this. Loving it, says Camo J. Awesome, glad you're enjoying it. Nice music, relaxing but not boring, says Firolol. I'd agree. Definitely relaxing. Switch to CNC games now, says Dr. Prometheus. Switch now, immediately! You know, if I were to actually switch to playing Red Alert right now, you'd hate me, because it would be hours of me trying to figure out how to set it up and get it to work. It took a lot of preparation to get that stuff done and ready. Okay, so we won't develop in that direction too much further for now, but I actually really like this layout so far. I do think... Actually, I'm going to change something big time here. I think this will look better if we do... Oh, let's get rid of you. Let's take that road over the top. I think we need to do that. There we go. Oh, it moved right as I clicked. And it made it janky. Okay, let's do that, because I keep looking at this and thinking this road really needs to continue across here. It is that type there, the double. By the way, we have like no special infrastructure here, like bus lanes. We should totally try and use that, because I'm yet to use that at all, really. Need to use that at some point. Okay, so if we bring that into this space, and then have that connect there. God, that looks awful. Okay, upgrade the roads to make it proper. It doesn't quite fill out the space as much as I would like. Therefore, we should look for an opportunity. Always look for the opportunities to make things look a little bit more unique and interesting, is what I believe. At some point, I think I should play this game with like a pure functional approach, because I always just get drawn into the idea of, oh, let's make this look interesting and that look interesting, right? At some point, we should try and actually play for like maximal profit and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. That's going to allow us to upgrade that road. Then we shall put in another road somewhere around here. Let's say from there. Not sure if I actually like that last little bit. I kind of think that might not have been the best idea, actually. Well, this is okay. I want this to fill out the space a little better, is the thing I'm getting at. So what about if we look at... Nah, there isn't really room for it on that side. That's fine. Here there almost is. But it just goes a little too close to the... Nah, doesn't look good. That, I think we'll have a road there, and that kind of fills in that space a little bit. Okay. So I think from the centre here, this big road needs to connect in multiple directions. I'm actually going to... no, we won't split off the type. We're going to go like that. Force the elevation. Apparently I'm bulldozing. That looks funky. And that looks super duper funky. Now we have just created two big crossroads. That doesn't actually... I don't think that's so good. We won't do that. Crossroads are probably to be avoided. I don't know why we've got extra zebra crossings there. That's kind of weird. Okay, so now what we need is a road that does this. I think. Oh my goodness me, I've got to swap these over every time. What do you think to that, peeps? Taribo says, meanwhile, X is being confused about why the entire chat is German. Well, I keep looking over and I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I am pretty engrossed in this game, right? Like, as it stands. That's a nice connection, isn't it? I almost feel like that could go there as well. Now, what about it sneaking under here? Oh, does that literally line up? Ooh. Wow, that's weird. Oh. Ah. Oh, jeez. Goof that up now. That's what I get for building with the old anarchy, isn't it? Okay, we're going to need a grid like that. Yeah, that works for me. And then a grid here. What do you think to that, peeps? How's that looking? Is that going to look awesome and crazy cool when it's all built up? I think it might just do. I think it might just do. And industry is what we need. People are asking for industry. I reckon we should add a road like this. We got noises in the ears. The noises are in the ear. And I've built that road wrong somehow. Let's go out by one more. There we go. I love this song. I love this entire soundtrack. Okay, like that. That's all we're going to do for now. We've got Skylar McDough resubscribing for 7 months. Skylar McDough, thank you ever so much for resubscribing. I appreciate it. Yarrowstone says it's ugly. Sorry, Asuma. That's the point. It's an industrial area. When do industrial areas ever look nice? Okay. They don't, do they? Skylar McDough, thank you so much for the support. Also, Lucian's Offrey. Lucian's Offrey, I've probably butchered your name, but thank you ever so much for supporting me here. I appreciate you. And I hope you enjoy the stream today. I think we're going to need a fire station in this area, peeps. Like a big one, right? It being connected... Oh, wow, that really covers the area. Goodness me, that covers a lot, doesn't it? I'm going to put it right there, then. Good coverage. Now you're going to want electricity. Oh, we want electricity. We need to do a Corrales pipe job in this area. Now, doesn't Corrales do it super neat and organised? I will attempt to have some sort of neatness and organisation, okay? Is that parallel? Okay, is that a Corrales pipe job right there? A pipe under every road, says Haribo. No, that's overkill. That is overkill. We'll go for a grid. Okay, that's parallel. There's probably like a tool for this, right? Like someone's probably made a mod where it's like, don't worry about doing these pipes. It's not that fun. Okay, that's almost all of it. Okay, overlaps a little bit there, but that's fine. Nearest pipes are all the way over here. Whoo! Okay, there you go, very good. So now we've got water in the area. The lights at night, beautiful. Except we're not going to look at it at night. We will at some point in the stream. Now, where do I want to bring in the power? I don't like using... Oh, we had some disconnected power here, but it seems to be okay. Oh, how long has that been going on for? How long has that been going on for? Does that mean part of the city has been powering it through some alternative means? I don't know what that means. Yeah, no, they got power sources here. So now... I don't know what that means, but anyway, it's okay. Let's go ahead... Maybe bring the power across the coast? Alternative power, says Jessica. We need alternative power. I think it will just get... This stuff will just get removed as we build up the city, right? Like... That's basically the thing we'll do. Okay, another cool, funky song. It's been a while since I listened to these soundtracks. They're great. Your incinerators are powering it, says Lemon. Ah, yeah, they would power it as well, yeah. Okay. By the way, our incinerator status is pretty hairy. We need one more. Now, if I do that, are you still connected to the grid? I think we managed to anarchy place that. Okay, industrial zone. Let's check out our policies quickly. We might do something like high-tech industrial. Is that a thing? So, let's try and reduce fires, you know. In fact, let's just click a bunch of these, right? Try and get them to do stuff. Extra insulation. Most of those don't seem too relatable. There's no tax for industrial. Okay, encourage biking citywide. Industrial space planning. Doubles the amount of goods produced. Okay, we'll do that one. Also, business is for commercial. Okay. What's fast recovery? A filter industrial waste. Yes. Yes, we'll do that. Boost connections. That sounds like something. Workers' union. Nah. Happiness. We need the tax income. Nah, sorry, union. We're breaking the unions, peeps. We're smashing them with our hammer of suppression. I don't know. Right. Let's start zoning this stuff up. Let's get these industries moving in. We want to make this place look crazy, funky, cool. And we want to bring the industry all the way over here to the to that place. I also want to get our industries all the way alongside here so we can see what it looks like this insulated industry area is kind of the goal. Yeah, so we're going to do all of that. What other things do they need in this area? I'm probably not going to put any parks. Maybe a monument might squeeze in here and look interesting. So we'll flick through some of the monuments. Workers' Union, Communist Union, says Lucky. We got noises in here from Fawnley, resubscribing for 5 months in a row, saying pop pop. Thank you, Fawnley, for the subscription, appreciate it. And Billman68 is here, resubscribing for 32 months, saying good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, good sir. Thank you ever so much for the support, I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. By the way, I just reminded myself, I do want to make it so that people can walk from different parts of the city. Like walk to work is going to be an important thing. And we need to have some good infrastructure. Now, metros are the best. And I don't think they've added anything really. Like, do we want a cable car going through our city? Probably not. So let's go with metro. Just so I remember. We want a relatively central metro station. And I think that means somewhere about here is kind of central to this area. So I'm going to put a metro station there so we don't forget. It can come across into our residential area. We got Echo Art resubscribing for 3 months. Thank you ever so much, Echo Art, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Disturbed Puppy says industrial space planning is going to increase the traffic a lot. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. If it becomes a problem, we might change it. Remember, a lot of this is about having fun, peeps. Yeah, so as soon as I do this, I'm brought back to that thought that I had earlier that I think barriers are going to be important. That's highway ramp. Do we have highway ramp with barrier? I guess I'd have to make it a 2-lane. And then that does that. Well, let's try adding a little bit of it here and there. You are also a 2-lane. 1-way. Oh, goodness me, what have I done? What have I done, peeps? I've ruined the city. I've got a feeling these were originally with barriers, and I took them off because I thought they looked silly, and now I'm putting them back on. Of course I am. There we go, I think we covered all of it. And we've got another... Ugh! My voice just died. Ugh. Oh my goodness me, don't turn that into a clip. Please don't. Are you trying to embarrass me? That sounded awful. If we're going to generate a lot of traffic in this area, why don't we mix in some offices as well? It'll probably actually look pretty cool, make a bit of sense that you've got like offices near the industry buildings, because they're all kind of, you know, warehouses and then offices. I'm sure many of you have had jobs and know what I'm talking about. Like, we'll make that an office block there, and we'll fill in all of this on this side. So industry demand should go down pretty quick now. Also, I might want to put a monument or something just here, like the Statue of Wealth. Thing is, these are going to be for tourists, right? They're not going to make sense in this area, even if they might fit the theme. And we've got to remember we've got a tourist area. So I don't think we'll actually do that, unless for some of these. Is entertainment tourism? Because a robotics institute sure would look good in this area. Anyway, look, it's happening. We got some stuff building, and yeah, over time their ratings should go up, and with that we should see the area look a little bit more interesting, I think. I think I'm going to make a block of offices here as well, just to bridge the gap. That can all be offices. Cool, so on the opposite side of the road we will have our residential area. You could always put in a parks, this disturbed puppy. We're not going to put parks in the industrial area. I really want it to look built up. In fact, we're not going to use a lot of parks in our city because I want it to look very metropolis. Metropolis, is that the right thing? Oh, do you know how we can get these to have barriers? I don't know why I didn't think of this before. If we do that, it gives it a barrier. It also makes the ground a little funky, I'll give you that. Now, this might break some buildings, or it might not. Bum ba dum bum. This song's a bit cheesy. Okay, isn't that that type? Yep. Those last bits I did were kind of wrong. They should be without that. Otherwise it's going to look real funky all the time. But there you go, we managed to give it a barrier. And that's looking pretty cool. Okay, so over here we need you upgraded. And then we need this upgraded. This time we do it that way, right? There you go. Cool, so we're going to build up this industrial, we're going to build up this residential bit here. It looks like I'm going to change this type of road. Yeah, now because this is going to be super built up, I think we'll use one of these types of roads. What's this large avenue with grass? That's similar to that one, right? Speed 50, speed 50. The upkeep is lower. Should we have bus lanes? Should we use the bus? I've never really used that before. I think I should, just because I haven't used it before. Okay, I was going to upgrade that, but I think what we need to do is build roads off of it. So we've got a noise in the ear. Did I read it out? I think I saw it and then got distracted. You know, if you're watching this stream and you're thinking, oh, that assume I won't get distracted, you might be insane in the membrane. Mickey's Gun says, hey X, I used to play this game a few years but could never get the hang of it. Building up my first gaming PC just now, and you've gotten me really wanting to get back into playing it. Love your videos and streams, much love. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much for 4 months of support. I always find it interesting reading comments like not getting along with this game. But I guess, like, all games are different, right? And to me, playing a game like this just feels really kind of natural. So yeah, I guess that actually makes a lot of sense. Like, different strokes for different folks, right? But this game is just so natural to me. Like, you're building a city. That's it. I think though when people say they can't get along with it, probably referring to keeping the city alive, which I remember finding that a bit difficult. First getting into it. Okay, now do we want curved roads? Is that what we're going for with this built-up look? I really did want to have our buildings go very close to those roads was the idea. But maybe a little bit of space here and there isn't so bad. We've kept it close everywhere else. So now we would aim for that. Okay, it looks a bit janky. We'll change it. I think we need that to achieve the last bit, yeah. I think that could work. I really do. Have like a circular bus, and then we'll put some metro stations on it every so often, or something along those lines. QNT says the last city builder I played was on the Amiga. Well, they've come a long way since then, we can say that. I'm not sure if that's the best way to connect this. I'm going to take a similar approach to what we did last time, actually. Let's turn that into a straight one going under here. Ooh, we got funkiness. I'm actually going to modify this a little bit. Let's grab the move tool. I'm going to do that so it just projects itself a little bit different. That didn't actually work. Let's try again. Maybe I need to... Oh, the grid lines! Forever. Forever. Okay, now we want this thing to go quite the distance here. Let's go out to about there. Peel it back in again. Then it's going to have to come somewhere around here. Cool. Peter LP says, I love these kind of games. I have 11,000 hours in City Skylines, but the best thing is that there's always something new to learn. Yeah, there really is, isn't there? You can just reevaluate and replay this game over and over again. I think one of the things that helped us play it well this time was by coming in with an objective of, like, what is the goal? And the goal is generally just to, like... Is that the right type of road? It's not, is it? Is to generally just be experimental, have fun, play with ideas. Literally, it was literally to kind of be a bit more open with how we play this, right? And I think that was good, but I think that means for future playthroughs, it's going to be a case of like trying a more specific objective. And what I've struggled with in the past is like trying to have a specific objective and then falling out of favour with it, you know, not sure where you're going. So it'll be interesting, but this playthrough has certainly been a lot of fun. Okay, I guess these ones need the same treatment, don't they? I think I'm going to leave the opposite side without a barrier, just because the barrier is on the side closer. And I'm getting a bit carried away there. We don't even need to mess with this here. Oh, did I did all of that wrong. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Cool. Okay, so coming back, this is a big road for this entire area. I do actually want to get the ring road kind of done. Now, this next road's going to be kind of important. What road are we building again? It's one of these in here. It's large avenue with bus lanes, yeah. Okay, so back to it. If we look at its trajectory, it doesn't go quite as close as I would like, but I don't really want to mess with that too much. I think I might actually just keep that like so. I really did want to squeeze into those areas though. Maybe what we'll do is we'll have some roads kind of branch off and then park into that space a little bit, so to speak. Okay, we're going to need a big curve here. Maybe even bigger than that. Maybe... that could probably do it. So I'm going to get rid of that. Because that's all we're going to do. Now this way... I think we'll... That's going to make a meal out of those junctions, isn't it? I think I'm going to get rid of this. And just put in a double road, which is what we've got. So just one of those. Yeah, that looks a bit more reasonable. Oh wait, it didn't select. There we go. My Derpo meter is ticking, says QNT. So what is it now? It's been 1,100k, not 11k, says. Oh, right. X, you have 4 derps. 1 left overlay. 2 forgot to press dirt button. 3 forgot eye break. 4 1,100, not 11,000, says Sonny. You're a bunch of dirt fiends, aren't you? I'll give you 1 for the overlay today. 1 for the overlay. I also, okay, didn't do an eye break because we weren't at the halfway point of the live stream yet, which we are at now. So thanks for a reminder. It's not a dirt. Peeps, it's time to look away from the stream. That's right. The streamer is encouraging you to stop watching. You can't believe it. You're already going to close down the window. No, don't. And don't tab out and check your email and look at social media on your phone. Oh, you young'uns with your social media and your pocket screens. It's time to take a break and look outside at the real world. Or just inside if you're indoors. You know, why would you be outside? No one goes outside anymore. It's boring out there. They don't have Netflix outside. I went outside once and I looked at a tree and I thought, what do you even do? Don't forget to replenish your fluids as well. Peeps, if you are new to the eye break and you're thinking, this is the weirdest stream I've ever been in. You're right, it is the weirdest stream you've ever been in. But it's an opportunity to look away from these LED lights that we shine into our eyeballs all day. We stare at them, we don't blink enough. And those doctors, they're looking out for our health and they're saying that every hour of streaming we should take 5 minutes just to look away from the screen. Do you know what I said to those doctors? I said, thanks for looking out for my health, doctor, but I'm a streamer! Okay, I'm going to take about 2 minutes and that's it. Right, we're back in, peeps. Alright? Some of you were typing, I saw it out of the corner of my peripheral vision. Okay, I can't stop looking at screens with my peripheral vision, they're all around me. So some of you weren't taking the eye break seriously. Oh, it makes me angry. No, it doesn't. Let's let's continue the goofiness by building a road. Ah, this will allow us to go a little bit closer, actually. And let's get back to the curves in the road. This is going very close. Aha, we're coming around to this area now. I think I'm going to delete that last bit. About a couple of these actually. Let's come back about as far as there. Aha, that looks much better, doesn't it? Okay, so here what I want to do is thinking this through a little bit. Let's go to the straight line tool, straight road tool even. Let's do that, delete those, and put them like this. And I think we might even use that one-way system a little bit more here. But there you go. What we've done over here is we've connected it up straight at that point, but this one we actually haven't. This one goes over the top. We must remember to resolve that, which I think I'll do right now. So if I do the straight slope tool, we can make it come out quite a ways into the city. And then choose that. Go back to that. Awesome. Right, now, I think what we should do... yeah, we should get the trees consistent in this area. This is a residential zone. There's not going to be a lot of parks. So we're putting the trees on the streets. Also, you're the wrong way around. As are this, I believe. How did that end up with a different road there? Maybe I didn't delete it. That should go straight to there. That's ugly, says GMR. It's not ugly. Don't call my city ugly. Not allowed to call it ugly. Yeesh. Yeah, also this is going to be like another road system. Let's delete that small bit there. I think I'm going to go with the double with the trees, that type. So while we got this big straight bit here, I think we'd be more inclined to build a grid. I don't know what to do this middle space, like, actually. Should we build a grid that just intersects with the curvy road around it? Maybe it could be like a diagonal grid, just to do something totally different. Your city is ugly, says Sonny. You're watching it. We only just started building it as well, peeps. Give me a break, goodness me. Let's get some buildings on the outside here. I want to see what it looks like. And I do actually want to get rid of those walkways there. Oh, we should probably, we do need little commercial clusters in here as we build it up. Oliver says, no, it's gorgeous. Shrism says, why don't you curve the roads? What? I like straight roads. Why would I curve this road? It looks perfect being straight and going in one direction and, you know, not like bending around a corner. It's aight, says Cow Junkie. Yeah, it's not a work of art. I'm just playing with this concept, right? That we go and put buildings real close to the road. So when we build in the next section over here, we'll do something completely different, right? We won't do lap roads that come close. We'll do something entirely different, I think. Water? You want water, mate? Right, let's use this for the... Why isn't it snapping? Shouldn't it snap to like the... Oh, there you go. Now it's snapped. It should snap to the perfect angle. There we go. Okay, now they got water. Now they can quit their complaining. And the thing has been gapped across the road, which is good. Which means we can do that. Except you need to go to there, maybe. Alright, well, peeps are able to... Stop complaining about the water. You got your water. Goodness me. Lonely Blaine says, no, X, it's a work of art, just not the main show. I meant at the highway ramps, Tourism. This bit, it'll look alright once it gets built up a bit more. Yeah, we just got to figure out the road. Let's just start building something instead of nothing, right? And then we can decide what we think looks cool or not. So if I come out by 2 and then go up by 1 and then go back there, it's going to curve it. Well, that's not very helpful. Let's go out by 1 more, go up by 1. Now I need to pretend I've come out by 1, go up by 1, do this, go there. Yeah, you're curving again. Quit your curving. Okay, luckily we've got... Oh, why is it curving every time? See, it won't curve there, but it will there. Oh, I kind of wanted to... maybe what we should do is that, then that. Ha. So what if we built a grid of roads at that angle, right? Some of them would be really long. So we just build a grid at a different angle inside of here, right? Oh, we could literally just build a square grid like this and then chuck out some roads here and there and then make it all link up. What do you think about that for a concept then? To the right, the anarchy, you can toggle bending. Oh yeah. Thanks for the tip, Sonny. What would I do without you, eh? I'd be doing things the slow and horrible way. That's what I'd be doing. Looks like we can continue to expand our industrial area. Our beautiful industrial area, might I add. Some of you saying it looked ugly. I see you typing your mean messages. Okay, it's a beautiful industrial area. I think we'll have another block of offices there and there. And I think I'm going to fill in that with offices. It's developing, peeps. It is developing. How do we get these ratings up though? Like, they are moving slowly up. Maybe you literally just need stuff like parks in the area, or maybe there's other services I haven't thought of that might get the ratings up. Peeps, suggestions for ratings to go up. What do you reckon? And then that's in the way. That's going to have to find another way to connect. We'll do it in a bit. Now that we've got this idea for the grids. Jams TMG says, I don't even know what this game is like. Is it just city building? Yeah, it is. We're just building for fun, right? But you can play it for other like you can do city management, right? Like you can set yourself an objective to make your city profitable. You can play it to manage traffic and traffic flows. There's quite a few different ways into it. Services, build a school. Services, eh? What sort of services can we link in? Public transport, improve ratings, parks, bus routes, emergency services. So I'm guessing police probably is a part of this, right? Now, if it has the same reach as the other one, I'm gonna... Oh, we got anarchy on. Control A! I remembered, Sonny! Are you happy? Are you happy, Sonny? I pressed Control A. I did that. I did a thing. We're gonna put our police station there. So that's a service. Yeah, the public transport I'm not quite ready for yet. What was the other one? Pro tip, buses are trash, says GMR. Yeah, but they're fun as well. X, we ever date the Streamlabs extension? Nah, probably not. Disturbed Puppy says, yeah, people be loving education. Oh, we'll need education in this area, that's for sure. So we do have a metro station. We could actually get this working pretty quick if we put a metro station somewhere over here. Now, our bus goes around in a circle, which is the idea is that it allows you to get from one side to the other and then get to the metro. It's probably... the bus lane is probably serving the same... I actually think we should ditch the... To go at this from the perspective of good public transport... Like, if I just build the metros through the middle, then you're in walking distance probably from anywhere on the side. So if we go for 1, 2, 3, 4 stations through the middle, we can create a direct line into work, and we can create a direct line through into commercial. So, what do you think, peeps? Buses or metros or a mix? If we do a mix, we would put our metro stations on the outside. The weird thing with that is that the bus road is going to take the same route as the metro, so it's kind of pointless. People are saying mix. I'm very inclined to go metro. Now, there were quite a few people saying mix, but after I said a few more words, now we've got a few more metros. I think we'll do metro. We'll put the metro stations literally in the middle instead of on the edges. Gonna be easier to manage. Fun fact, UX was the person that learnt the Control A tip a long time ago. Yeah, I forget things. It's like I'm human. It's like my memory just... It's weird that, isn't it? Jeez, it's like I'm a human being and can forget stuff. Goodness me, I thought the streamer remembered everything. Don't unsubscribe. You've learned that I'm human, don't unsubscribe. Yeah, I think this outside lane thing just wasn't thought through. So let's downgrade it to that type of road, yeah. Okay. It says upgrade road, I'm definitely downgrading them. There we go. Had to make some weird funky noises for that one. Okay, there we go. How much money do we have, by the way? 6.5 million. I don't feel like we've been making much for a while. Oh, complaints. Ah, there you go, solved it. Solved it with my anarchy. Ooh, that caused some buildings to disappear. Oh, there we go. And again. And again. Okay, there we go. Hey X, have you seen my intersections? Says Action Bravo. I think I got a tweet from you saying to check them out. No, I'm pretty much done with my intersection stuff at the moment. We're now just kind of focusing on building a Mahusive grid, right? A Mahusive grid. By the way, we got 370 people tuning in to watch the stream today. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. You know what I'm going to say? Be sure to hit that follow button. Good things happen when you hit the follow button. Like, I get a noise in my ear. That's always good. But, yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying hanging out with me. We'll be doing another City Skylines stream soon, I'm sure. This whole project is a lot of fun to me. Now, we're not going to grid up the whole area. We're just going to start with, like, this one area to begin with and then see what happens. So, that's probably more than enough now. Let's start off by adding in some connecting roads like this. Where do I feel we need another one? Probably on that corner. Then maybe that road. Maybe over here. So that's kind of looking alright. Yeah, I want to build it a bit more in this. Where's this road going as well? What's the plan here? I feel like this road here. What type is it? It's that type. Let's expand. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like maybe actually we should have like a main branch coming through here, right? And that main branch is going to go like so. And then we're going to connect it over here. Okay, I'm in bulldoze mode again. That looks okay to me. So, let's remove that connection. Bulldoze, there we go. Let's change the time of day. Action Brother says, a lot of fun to watch. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Wouldn't be an X stream without sound effects, says Badger. That's true, very true. There should be an International Derp Day. Just one of my weird thoughts, says Sonny. International Derp Day. I do like the sound of that. I think we're going to get rid of those two. So we've got a nice big... Although that creates like a bit of a gap, which we're trying to avoid, so... Okay, so that works for me so far. I think that looks alright. We probably need just 2 more connections, I think. Let's put one over here, and the other one we're going to put there. Yeah, one here as well. Okay, then there's kind of this awkward space, so we'll fill that up with that. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that one there. Let's get rid of those 2 on that side. In fact, this is going to have another one there, isn't it? Whoopsie! Must keep the power to the people. Okay, then I'm going to destroy that one and that one. and that one. Yeah. Okay, that works, that works. Right, so coming into this area, I think we'll try... This is sort of like left to right here. So let's try and break it up and do... actually, that one I would have liked to have kept. Let's get rid of those two to begin with. Maybe that one there as well. That's kind of okay. I'm going to get rid of that one. Decisions, right? I guess getting rid of the crossroads would probably be a good priority. So that one would want to go, as with that. And then we're left with mostly T-junctions. That's pretty good. I'm pleased with our work, peeps. I'm pleased. Okay, let's reconnect that power cable. Oh, giving me trouble, are you? Giving me trouble. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. And that one. And that, I think, works. Alright, what do we think of that, peeps? It is what it is. Jalanka says, hey X, your streams are really good to relax for a bit while revising for finals. Oh, I'm glad they are. But I'm always worried about people revising at the same time. Also, Jaland Kabolda, thank you for subscribing 16 minutes ago. Did I read that out loud? I'm terrible. Sometimes I get so engulfed and distracted, I miss them. Spilicki says, your city looks too complicated. It is a little bit on the complicated side, I'll give you that. So where does this road here go? Because wherever it goes, it's actually going to kind of destroy the grid, so to speak. I think what we're going to do... Actually, I'm not... I had an idea. And I think I will go through with it, actually. Let's destroy that road. And bring up... What type is it? A large road like that? Let's bring that up. Okay, yeah, I'm going to need some Anarchy road tools here for sure. Okay, let's upgrade it to that. Or, wait, that's the right one, isn't it? There we go. So it looks a bit dodgy, but I think we'll get away with it. Yeah, something like that. Oh, I need Anarchy on to do this. Which is actually probably why it wouldn't let me build that before. That's actually kind of alright, I think. It's not too far from this one over here. That makes me think I should upgrade that road though, so the traffic kind of connects a little bit. Like this. Ugh, and then we've got this problem. And that's quite a lot of little stops in the same area, so because of that I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, there we go. That's it. Let's resume. I don't know why we were paused for so long. City is looking cool, says Laura. Thanks. It's the beginning of like a large part, right? Because it's going to be like a mega area. Now, what I'm pretty much going to do is put residential everywhere in here. We do need some commercial though, just so people have a place to go and shop. So let's throw in a high density block in like here and here, like 2 spots. Let's zone up just a portion there. Okay, so then we've got 2 little commercial spots in the middle. And that'll probably be the most of it. So then we need things like schools and parks. Now if we go into our unique buildings, there might be some parks or taller structures we could put in here. Although it's going to be the same old problem that these are touristy buildings. No, so we should look for stuff like botanical gardens, because they look... Hang on, we've got to turn off Anarchy here. Or anything that looks like an actual building. Japanese garden. There isn't anything really built up, is there? There should be a roundabout because that will cause problems. I can feel it already, says Action Brother. Okie doke. It'll be alright, we're only having fun. That's the objective, really. Wonder if any of these are like the literal size of a block. Almost the size of a block. I think we'll dot some flower gardens here and there. Just try and get it so it covers, like with some distribution, so that it can hit up all the buildings between them. Okay, and then I think we need like one more over here. Maybe one more there. Right, then we need our metro stations. Can't forget about those. So we've started off with one there. That's fine. It's going to come down to the middle somewhere. I think we should probably put it on this big road. So the first one is going to be there. Remember, 2 stops in each of these areas. I think what we need is our road here. Yeah, to come out like that. And we're going to have it somewhere around here. Let's add roads here. Looks super janky, I know. Okay. Super duper janky is what it looks. We might change that up big time. So back to the metro. So we're going to go here to there, then about here, about there, and about there. So we can probably put 2 more stops in already. I'm going to put you on that corner. It's a little bit close. Let's make that road a bit longer. In fact, I'm not going to build the next stop yet. We'll wait. Okay, so most stuff should be within walking distance for the metro. Let's start building this thing up. So you're going to go... How have we got bendy wall? Bendy tube. I don't know what we call it, really. There we go, and those can just go back and forth for now and get people going to work nice and easy. What are you having for lunch today, X? Need some inspiration, says Jelland Cobalt. I'm having some couscous. I'm having an apple, I think. Some couscous and falafels, Moroccan falafels. That's my lunch today. Cool, so our little commercial hubs have popped up. These need connecting to the grid. So we will go ahead and implement some connections like this. Let's use that tool actually. I wish there was like a mod that would just group little things like that together and just make these little sections neater. That would be a really cool mod to have. It would be a superbulous mod. Look at this. Need a little exception there. We're not going to do it. We're going to continue the grid. Forever the grid. Now I want falafel, says Smoked Salmon. What mod are you using, said Edry? Quite a few, apparently. Quite a few mods is what we're using. I don't have a list or a thing set up. Okay, obviously we've got to bring people in, but then they're going to need places to work, like over here. Yeah, the traffic here is already redonkulous, so let's go ahead and adjust that policy. The one that generates more traffic, as that's not going to work out very well for us. So I guess if you're playing in like a compact city, you need to squeeze in some more industrial space. That would be good. Let's go ahead and put industrial in all of that space. In all of this, because we need to get power to there. We can have all of that as well. And the next set of offices, I think we'll do... Man, it's so weird how they're spaced funky like that. We built this all on a grid. At least I thought I did. Oh, we're not getting water over here, are we? Yeesh, I failed them. They've been failed by the system. Okay, services, high school, this area, we've got to make it super duper awesome. By the way, speaking of super duper awesome, we never set the policies for our residential zone. Which would be, where's the name of it? Commercial, there you go, residential. Policies. Encourage biking. High-tech housing. Should we go for that? I think we should. Yes, we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. No electric cars, because I think you have to build up the electric car infrastructure. Let's raise the tax for high-density residential. Let's see if we can make it super duper nice in this area and get them paying more. So we'll put in the pet ban, all of these things. We'll give it, no, we won't give it education boost. Prefer parks, that's the other one I'm looking for. Apparently free Wi-Fi. Okay, so these buildings should eventually become high-tech, is the idea. Which will make them look super cool and interesting, right? Parallel roads and industries, says Smoked Salmon. Parallel roads and industries. What's that mean? Haven't played City Skylines for over a year now, but I really want to get into it again. What mods and DLC would you recommend, says Krunken. I don't know, really. Like, research it yourself. If I were to recommend stuff, I don't know. I don't know what you want out of the game, but I thought the Industries DLC was kind of interesting, but we haven't really gotten deep into it. This is more for the management side of the game. If you understand the traffic and how to make connections and evaluate where the traffic's doing, how to make it more efficient, then that's probably the kind of mod for DLC for you. If you're more of a casual / fun aesthetic player like myself, it was good, but I didn't really get into the challenge much because I didn't understand it, if that makes sense. Mods, we've got Move It on here, which has been really good. Anarchy is a must. Right, anyway, this is slowly developing. What we need to do is get people using the public transport. Let's go add a metro line. Why are they all separated now? Which I don't really... Oh, that's annoying. Metro line tool. So from here to there to here and back again, and just do that over and over again. That's all we need. Okay, now one of our stations doesn't have power. If we go look at the demand and the areas, we've got our two little commercial hubs. I think we need to make another bubble somewhere. Not sure where that's going to be because we haven't built this up too much just yet. I'm going to remove this connection here actually. It doesn't look right to me. Now if I grid this area up, it kind of looks like, if we were to go with just some straight lines, it kind of looks like it hasn't been balanced very well. So we should probably go from the other side across. You don't like that, do you? Okay, I'm going to have to restore that. Okay, now that makes these things all too frequent, so let's demolish that section of roads, come back a little bit. Like that. Demolish that one. I feel like that's a bit too close as well, actually. Alright, that'll do for now. Reconnect the power line. And then going to create a commercial bubble somewhere here. So 1, 2. It's pretty much right where the power line is. Let's destroy it then. Yeah, this is going to be our next commercial little bubble of buildings. Okay, there we go. It's a really fascinating difference in the chatters in a City Skylines stream and a HC stream, says Sonny. Yeah, it's always different. Like I always talk about it. Like Minecraft's just requires so much less thinking half the time, and we always do the grindy stuff on stream, right? Okay, so I think part of this electricity grid here, yeah, these bits can get gotten rid of, and then we can properly fill in these areas, which we absolutely want to do. Right, so we were trying to do services and make sure that everything's good in this area, right? So we want to put in high schools, but I don't think we want to go higher than that. Actually, maybe we just want to do elementary. Okay, I'm going to put in an elementary here. Isn't there like an alternative texture one as well? No, perhaps not. So we'll put our next one over here. I'm going to put quite a few in this area just because we're going to have a lot of students. We'll have one here. Actually, maybe that is... I'm going to put it there. And the next one down here. So 4 in that area alone. And then let's have 1 on this big road. And now we need some pipes. Okay, so the metro's got power. We've got another commercial blob. The community school is an elementary school, says Leon. Oh, it is it? Okay. The stream is almost just explaining the game like a HC YouTube video for 2 hours, says Taubar. Yeah. Yeah, this is just so much more relaxed and casual, isn't it? Man, the traffic here at some point is going to be problematic, I know it. But our connections are working out pretty well, like they're getting used. That's what the intersections are for. We might try and add a sneaky one over here at some point and see if... Actually, why don't we do that now, just see if that messes with anything. So let's go and add... Let's go down to this type, just add that there. Maybe make it an exit only or something. That's probably the best idea. Yeah, let's do that. Exit only. If you want to exit the city, you can. Why would you want to exit the city? I thought we were doing a good job. Yeah, definitely some big traffic flow going on here. That to me says we should probably ease up on the industrial expansion now, alright? Maybe just leave the rest of this for offices. And then when we add more, hopefully they will use this one because it will be around in this area. Let's go ahead, maybe build this up a little bit. Don't know what we'll do with that for now. Yeah, I'm not really feeling in the mood to develop that so much, so there it goes. I mean, it's here. We just need that commercial expansion more than anything at the moment. Right, we're going to have to connect this grid over here now, as I want to build up this little spot. Wonder how many people are using the metro. 1 passenger? You gotta be kidding me. We should put in some walkie paths, I think. I do have anarchy enabled, but it's not... No, I don't have anarchy enabled. Well, if I could just do that, that's easier, isn't it? Where's the next station? Here, so probably a good idea to... Get a little path like that through the area. Also, we want people to be able to walk to work. That's super duper important. They don't really have a way to walk to work, do they? Let's see if we can... Right, I'm going to have to get rid of those snaps. Turn off the traffic lights, people are saying. I'm going to leave them on for now. Oh no, don't destroy them. Don't destroy the buildings. Yeah, like that. Hopefully... Ugh, you're making my life difficult. Okay, there we go. Now that hopefully is reachable from the street. Looks to me like it should be. Let's go up 2 there. Those trees kind of in the way, aren't they? Oh, what happened here? Oh, what happened on both sides? Jeez. Let's have a support beam, please, you know. Otherwise it's going to fall down as soon as someone steps on it. You can disable building collision, the rightmost button in the configuration. Oh, right. Oh, thanks for the tips, peeps. Well, I don't think I'm going to need it as of now. But good to know, I guess. Okay, so they've got a way to walk from this area to that area. That's superbulous. Where's the next place we can put a bridge? We're talking about this building collision stuff. How about we mess around with it? Let's go... Yeah, let's just mess around with that a little bit. Ah, that's cool. So I can have that... Yeah, go wherever I want really then. Problem is, I don't know where it's going to end up on this side. Yeah, that little gap there, I think. So let's keep it looking relatively straight. And then it can come down 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Nice. Very nice, actually. Okay, that's 2 good connections in. This song's a bit funky. Taribo says the dense commercial creates a lot of noise and traffic. The residents don't like that. Counter it with parks. Well, I want the whole area to look super built up and not really see any parks, was my plan. What if we tried and build a park under the bridge? Maybe we can get away with some cheatiness there. Because it's got the anarchy setting to not collide with buildings, which is interesting. What way am I scrolling here? There we go. Need something super small to squeeze into that space, basically. So can I do something like that? Interesting. Now that, in this instance, I mean there is a tree inside of the building. I almost want to keep that. There's trees on the sidewalk as well. Nah, that's kind of silly. We need smaller parks, like really small ones, dinky ones, you know. See, that almost squeezes in there, doesn't it? And we've got one just on that side. I guess we're going to have to dedicate some space to this, right? Let's put a park there. Let's put some buildings around it as well. Ooh. Oh, I see. So what are we going to do with this space? Why isn't this zoned? I have no idea. In the asset editor, you can make your own park, says Leon. Oh, I guess you're just plopping down trees, really, and then calling it a park. Well, it's starting to look somewhat developed, isn't it? And there is traffic flowing. Oh, there's traffic. Okay, I think now that it's backed up might be a good time for us to... Oh, we've got to do it all again. There we go. Get rid of some junctions. Or some traffic lights even. Maybe it would help if we added a cheeky exit junction. It's so compact though, I'm not sure where that would be. But if you were going in this direction, it might be a good idea to have a cheeky exit junction somewhere along here. Let's sort out that light. The light is tricky to look at. We did put an exit junction here. Now, I don't like the idea of having a crossroads, but if it's one way, it might not be a bad idea to put it there. Or we could have people turn and come to the corner here. I think we're going to put it on this corner. Like, let's see if a little exit junction there helps traffic at all. Could even put one here. Now everyone in chat is saying Nightbutt. What is Nightbutt doing now? Maybe one big designated park in the central area, almost like a central park, says that Swede. Yeah, we're going to do that in this part of the residential area. We're going to have a big strip park through the middle. That is one of our plans, just not in that other area. It looks like this is actually helping. So I guess a really good spot to have one would be just here. We just have to remove one of these buildings, but a little slip road going off there might help. Let's actually try it with the highway road, like. Ah, yeah, I've got that. Sorry. Sorry. Well, it might help. I think we'll leave it be for now. This looks like it might be helping to make the traffic. Where else could we add a shortcut? Don't think we need to mess with it too much at the moment. Do the lane configuration. This just creates a crossover area on the highway. Yeah, it looked like that, didn't it? I'm not too keen on doing all the lane configuration stuff at the moment. I think I'll leave it, but we will have to do it at some point, I guess. Right, we really need to start work on our commercial area. I think I might put a plaza in here. Actually, let's also look at the rating of the buildings. We kind of need something to reach these ones, and then something to reach these ones over here. I'm going to put a plaza there and there. Okay, then let's build up these areas. And then in this side, we're going to build up this space. Just like that for now. You know, the value isn't there for them to really quite have the look yet, but they are slowly leveling up. What other services? Hang on, we never did healthcare. Goodness me, that'll help. Should we build a hospital in the middle of this place? The hospital will also stretch into that other zone a bit. Well, maybe put it here or there. Also, what kind of anarchy do I have going on? Let's just turn anarchy off. Yeah, no, I don't want to place it. Ironically, if I turn it on and put it there, let's check out what it looks like. Oh, you basically get away with it. You absolutely get away with that. And we're going to do it. We're going to be cheaty. Oh, it's a cheaty hospital, peeps. What have I done? What have I done? What about the dead people? They need picking up, don't they? Oh, those dead people. Why do they keep dying? Right, I'm going to put... yeah, just put it there. Or maybe get 2 for this area. It covers a large space. We don't actually really need 2. So I'm going to have 1 there. Next one will probably be somewhere over here. Oh, we could put a sauna in the area as well. These are like additional health things. Sports gymnasium. Community pool. These are the things we want in our city, you know? Look at the rating now. Okay, the sauna is quite a large area of impact. So we're going to just put it there, and then it will reach all of this area. Well, the citizens are happy and healthy. That's good. That is good. And our little pockets of grid are slowly filling up. Right, now it's really just down to commercial demand at this point, which means we have to start the commercial area. Cheedy Hospital, everything costs 3 times as normal, says Emil Lurks. Does it cost 3 times as normal? I haven't been paying that much attention to the prices. Cool, the commercial district is so far away. Will people ride the metro here? Also, how are we going to do the layout? Remember, we got tourism and commercial overlapping. Let's remind ourselves of what's going on here. Yeah. So I was going to develop that one first. I think it would actually be smarter to develop this first because it includes tourism. Let's add like a main branch of roads through this area. I don't want to go with those big lane ones though. I think I want to go with these double ones. Should we allow bicycle in this area? It's commercial and tourism. It's like work and residential. You'd think you need bicycles between. We could put a tram through the middle. That's probably going to be terrible, is what everyone's going to tell me. Just use the metro, they say. Just use the metro, they said. I'm going to upgrade you to this type of road. You're already that type. Let's change you as well. Peeps are now saying trams! But I thought trams were bad. I actually think it makes sense to have a tram line, because at least then... Do you know what I'm thinking here? I'm thinking we should just build a tram line through the middle so we can bring it into the tourism area. Okay, let's do the tram line. This is going to be our opportunity to do something that everyone tells me is bad, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay? Is that alright? Is that alright with all of you? Is it okay? Is it acceptable? Will it make you angry? Will you leave the stream if I build something that's not 100% efficient and amazing? I'm sure it'll be okay. And they're good between tourism and commercial, says Jalan Kaloba. Yeah, it seemed like it would be. I mean, if you think about where you see trams IRL these days, whenever I see trams, they're usually in the heart of shopping areas and touristy places. So, yeah, that's more interesting. Now, from here, I think I want to make that road a little bit shorter to begin with. We got no grids, the grids that we need to bend the road. Oh, the grids! There's too many of them! Stupid computer game. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Sorry, little burst of energy there, wasn't it? So we can have that as like a main, the main like tourism strip, so to speak. And then it can peel off to the side a little bit. We'll go 2 and 1. Actually, that's not quite what I'm looking for. Maybe we just go a little bit loose. Have this type. Actually, what do I want to do here? I think if we get the 2 roads to converge, it'll make a little bit more sense. I'm also going to scale that back. Let's go with a regular type of road. What angle does it like to snap off at? Let's go with that angle. Was that what it already was? Okay, that looks super awful, that last bit. Ugh, why did it go underground? Whatever, it's... looking pretty ugly actually. Ugly is what it looks like. Trams are the equivalent of buses but better, says Hazy Heisenberg. But better! There we go. Okay, I think that'll work, but then we don't want this to be super duper straight all the time, right? So then we'll pop it off at an angle, is the idea. Let's actually define that angle as grid lines! Oh. Wait a minute, wait a minute. There we go. Okay, let's get rid of the bendy roads. Nice. Nice. That's what we want. That's what we want, peeps. We want that. Okay, now it's sort of on a collision course with this road over here, but let's do our 3 and 1 again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. We need a little marker. That's what we need. 3 and 1. Back to there. Remove this, remove that. We'll go 3. Ah, did it again. I did it again. Oops, I did. Oh god, I haven't heard that in a long time. I haven't heard that in a long time, is what I just said. Repeating myself now, running out of things to say. Mr. Platypus Prince says, okay, cool. I have something at 11 quadrillion years that works. What are we, 11 quadrillion years? What are you talking about, sir? What on earth is 11 quadrillion years? Let's this intersection right here with its crazy cool roundabouts. Now I'm thinking the tram could extend into that area, but this is where the tram line ends. A tram line's supposed to have dead ends? Do they operate like that, people? Because that might be a problem for us. Let's extend that out to about there. Now what do you think of that, peeps? I think that last bit could do a bit of a change. You can have trams without roads, says Toribo. I don't know. Wait, I read that like it was a question mark. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess it would probably be in here, right? Tram? Where art thou, tram? Train? Tram? Metro? Tram? That's the one. Oh, yeah. That's cool. So we can make a little split bit. Ah. You know, I never realised how weird some jokes can sound out of context as Platypus Prince. A lot of jokes will sound strange out of context, I'll tell you. A lot of them. Okay, what we might do then is have our tram line sort of loop back round into the city. We can do something interesting with this, I think. Let's downgrade. Get downgraded, road! That's what's going to happen to you. Let's downgrade this road here, peeps. And that little bit. Yeah, and that bit. Come on, come on. Right, let's go grab our tram. One-way tram? No, we're going to have a two-way tram. So that kind of looks super duper funky, but I think we'll go with it. We'll roll with it. Oh look, there's a road that comes out the side here. Maybe we can make it go dead parallel with it. That might look interesting. What am I? Oh, upgrade. Why would I be on upgrade? I need snapping off. Still, is there a tool for this? Yes, of course there is. Now I kind of need some sort of snapping. Yeah, I need angle snapping. Aha! How about that? We can have it run down the side of the road. I don't know where this road even goes, to be honest. Now, where would the tram line go? Maybe it could follow this around here and tuck under there and be kind of interesting. Let's do that one. Because, I mean, adding that in the middle of our road network would look pretty cool, wouldn't it? I think it means this one would just need to be a little bit higher here, but I reckon we could do it. Wow, the amount of distractions we have when playing this game is amazing. Just forever doing something new. I also have an idea for this road, by the way. So let's bring it out on the grid. Let's get nodes snapping back and bendy roads just for a while, because we're going to need them. You see this here? I reckon what we should do... Go to there, go to there. Ugh, you did a thing. Oh, you're still doing a thing. Right, I need that bendy road off. Just like that. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. That I think is pretty good. That I think is pretty good. Super late bananas, says Emma Lou Didu. Welcome to the stream, Emma. Taribo says, I want to keep Asuma from derping, but I have to go. Well, you go do you. Do what you got to do. Don't worry about the derp. The derp's going to happen if you're here or not. You know, that much has been established. Okay, so even though we've got our snapping tools on, that's going to work. Right. Now, what we need to do before we go any further, I believe, is just grab this. Except I'm not holding down shift, which doesn't help. Tap it this way a little bit. Give it a little tap tap. Just a little tap tap. Right. And then I'm going to build it off from there. So get rid of that tool. Maybe add a bit of curve here. We haven't really done much curvy yet, have we? I think it's going to go straight a little bit more. And then it's going to curve. Okay, that's looking alright. That's looking alright to me. Is that on the right trajectory? I think it is. Okay, so now we need our bendy roads we need on. We need that one next. Okay, we're going to need it to come in quite a ways. Or do we? Do we want it to actually bend and go down the side there? I don't know. I haven't thought about this. Where is this going to end up? I think, actually, we'll bring it across this way. So I think it will look better with a stronger curve. Yeah, maybe even stronger than that. There it is. There it is, peeps. That is it. Okay, so I think we'll start off back here a little bit. Maybe even further back than that. In fact, these ones here I think I'm going to upgrade quickly. Ooh, got to get rid of the move it tool. Yes, that works. Excellent. So around here, move it tool. There we go. Okay, that's where the raising will start for now. What we should probably do is do all of this raising together and then slowly deselect the things. Oh, I hope I've got the right node there. Is the music being played by the game or by you, says No Racing? I didn't play this music, neither did the game. It's Frank Klepacki. It's the Command & Conquer Red Alert Aftermath soundtrack we've got on at the moment. Okay, I might have to go back and adjust a couple behind me because that feels necessary to be at that height. Click that one off. That's really nice there. That is really, really nice. Ooh. I did that bit wrong. There we go. Actually, here's where I think it'll start to come back down again. Anyway. How's that look, peeps? What do you think of that? Is that something cool to add to this, or what? Okay, so we wanted to come back here and just... I think it was that one there looked a little bit off. Okay, looks good, looks good, looks good. All the way through, really, doesn't it? So when it comes to this road... I think we need to tap into those two nodes and that. Well, that's not really doing too much. This one here then. Yep, I think that'll do it. I think that does it, peeps. What do you reckon? I reckon that does it. Oh yeah, and then we've got to raise this. But actually, if you look at the tram line, only a tiny bit. Well then, let's get in there. So, we've got a node there, a node here. Ooh, I need to shift click them. That's it really, just a little bit like that. I think it's kind of obvious then at this one that the one in front of it's been raised. Sweet, that is absolutely superb looking. That road tour was super awesome, says a NSEC. It is, isn't it? Leon says, I would let the tram have a stop at the train station. Then the Move It mod has some extra options in the triangle menu. What, the tram can stop here? That's cool if it can. Let's check our districts. Okay, so tourism needs to follow this here, I believe, as that's going to be heavily touristy. Just something like that. Oh, autosave. And then it probably won't peel into this space here, just because keeping it close to the tram line. So the tram line just needs to kind of come down through the middle here and maybe go to that intersection, right? Let's try that. So let's get our tram road. Let's use this tool. Hang on, we got that snapped on, which we don't want. So I could have it, yeah, I think I'm gonna... Oh god, the snapping. Snibbity snapping, right. I think I'm gonna have it pretty much go parallel to that side, then start to turn, so... Let's go to... That's not quite what I'm looking for. I think I'm looking for something... did it again. Did it again. Wait, I'm also... Am I using the wrong road here? Using the wrong road. Yeah, connecting the public transport as much as possible makes sense, says Apollo. Oh, it does. It always does, yeah, to have them overlap. Oh, I did it again! Did it again. Come on now, concentrate. Right. Yeah, it's kind of parallel to that side now. Got to do that. Ooh, no, not like that. I think we can just go there to there now. That being said, how's the connection here work? Yeah, because we elongated that. Let's do the same. Let's upgrade. Then elongate. So there's at least that. Then bring the tram in. Now the thing is here is that our tram line, this is going to go around and then connect somewhere here. So it's going to end up looking kind of possibly crazy. Unless we make this a bit shorter. I guess we could just do... we'll figure this out. Yeah, we could do that. Now let's go to the tram line. By the way, we've been paused this entire time. Do I really need to keep it paused? I would like to just let the city develop and make money constantly. Okay, I think we're going to have to use this tool again. And we're going to have to do that one. And I want to bring it all the way down so it's level on that side. That actually looks very smooth, which is good. Now we're going to go with that one and bring it kind of like that, I guess. Now how does the land look there? It's actually kind of alright. Just needs to bring this down steadily, I think. Okay, now it's kind of level with the ground. And then it will go to about there. Something like that. I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. Right, peeps, what do you think of our progress today? Let's have an evaluation. Let's have a chat about how things have gone so far, right? To be fair, if we look at the overall size of this area, we have done probably less than 10% of building it up. But it has been built up. 6.5, too much water, says Jaland Kova. Too much water, goodness me. Our demands have shot back up again. I'm going to zone a little bit of this while I read chat. Some more blocks developed. Get more of this down here developed as well. Maybe connect the kink instead. What is the kink? Damien, sorry to hear you're having a bad cold. Glad your day is cheered up by the stream. That's good to know. I think I might put another little park in this area. Whoa, we just started hemorrhaging money. It's quite alright though. I have no idea why. Should we put a plaza in? I kind of like to get them in those little spaces where you can't quite put anything else. Like, sort of there-ish. That looks great, says Taribo. I'm glad you think so. Awesome. Put one more over on this side. There you go, right in that little space. Which kind of bleeds onto the road, almost. Enstherics, I am not going to continue Satisfactory. I've done with that one. Polio's The Light says 7 out of 10, but more needs to be done. Of course, yeah. I think you can delete some of that power line now, says Jess. Probably. Let's have a look. Yep. Kind of looks like parts of it are unnecessary. Or are they? Actually, believe it or not, it's not connected, is it? I think it's working, but it's technically not connected. I'll do that just in case. Let's go fill in. I feel like we might need another little commercial blob somewhere here. Because we always need it, let's put a little commercial blob here. Alright, and then something sort of equivalent just up the top. In this little spot. Then we'll have... Oh, no. No, again. That and that filled up to the brim. Right, and then it's industrial after that. Oh, look at this. We need more trash. Of course we do. We've got problems to take care of in the city. 10 out of 10 for public pools, says Taubar. 10 out of 10 you'll give me? If I build a public pool? Why would I not build a public pool? Isn't it in health? I like the idea of having that, actually. Community pool. Look how far that stretches. Let's go put that opposite this big building. There you go. There's now that in the middle of the city. And you can get to it from this side as well. Oh, I like the idea of just surrounding that, actually. That's nice, isn't it? That's very nice. And we need to remember to add more of these little paths to get between places. Now, we only have one place doing the industrial waste for the entire city. That will probably have to change in the future. Weren't you trying to avoid parks as Polo's the Light? I was, but, you know. I don't have the props that are parks that are, like, built up or anything like that. So, I ended up having to go with it, I guess. Lessens water pollution. Must be placed on water. Huh. Oh, look at the traffic there, though. Oh, yeah, we need to investigate this. That is a really awkward place to have a... That's a terrible intersection. No wonder there's a backup. Let's check out traffic statistic. 83% still, so it's still alright. That being said, we can see some clear problems here and there. Yeah, add a public parking lot, says Damien. Oh yeah, we got that prop, haven't we? I'm going to guess traffic is probably the real problem right here with this. Oh, also, what about taxes? Like, did I ever raise them? Like, we could probably go and up these to 11, right? Right? Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues. And that solved that problem almost. Use a traffic manager mod, says Venom. We have traffic manager mod. I just don't really know how to use it. Might help to make these 2-lane. I'm not really sure. I think it's just one of those... I don't really know my intersections very well, right? Oh, also, it kind of looks like all the garbage trucks are hitting this area up now. When there's too much traffic, then you're just going to have issues, right? So... the way I look at it is I should just try and get the traffic down, because then basically the traffic will flow through and not be too much of a headache. But this area looks awesome, I think. A bustling industry. And over here, a bustling residential area. But we need to do more. Peeps, that's the end of today's stream. I hope you have enjoyed it. That's where I'm going to wrap up today. Yeah, I literally just said it's the end of the stream, right? We'll be back tomorrow with another live stream, most likely. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who followed, who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. And of course, be sure to hit the follow button before you go. What we'll do right now is a little raid. I'll just pick another City Skylines channel to send you to. So stick around if you'd like to catch another live stream. Right, that's it from me. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye bye.